Hi, guys. This is Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. They call me the Diva. As you know, Nick DeLeon's been on his voyage all this past month, and we couldn't be prouder of Nick in all of his accomplishments. So I've been taking the helm and decided, you know what? I really do miss watching these juniors play. So got on my little soapbox and decided to start doing this. So we have an up and coming fantastic child. His name is Bryce, and he's out of the Louisiana area. He is 17 years old, and he's captivated by trick shot artist Venom. Could we be looking at a future trick shot competitor? We'll have to follow this kid to see what happens. Up next, this is Bryce Frawley, and I'm going to run that video for you guys. Here's Bryce. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. I assume your name is Bryce.
Yes.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hey, I'm back.
Well, guys, we have this a fantastic 17-year-old tonight, and he is all up in the trick artist venue. Bryce, when did you get started hitting balls like that? That's pretty sporty.
About 2017, I'd say, back when I was 12.
Back when you were 12. That's a tall order for a 12-year-old. Where is your hometown, sir?
New Iberia.
He's from Louisiana, guys, and that accent that his mom has proves it. Loving the accent over there. I love Louisiana. I can't wait to get back there. I met his mom down in Morgan City, Louisiana, back when I was at Pool Dues. So if you guys haven't hit Pool Dues, you're missing out. That is one amazing venue. I'll have that article up and going for you guys soon. Let's see here, Bryce. I have a couple of more questions for you. What school do you go to, sir?
Highland Baptist Christian School?
Awesome. Do they know you play pool?
No.
No?
I mean, probably a couple teachers, but...
Right. Well, I mean, they probably don't have that a lot. It's not very common, you know, and that's one of my things. I'm hoping that if enough people see these videos that they'll start putting pool tables in some of the schools. I think it would be beneficial for you guys, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I have a special guest coming on tonight to talk to Bryce, and he's adamantly texting me while I'm live. He should be here in just a few minutes. Do you have a home pool room that you play out of currently, Bryce?
We have a pool table in our house right now, in our sunroom.
Oh, okay.
Do
you guys go when you go and play league? Do you have a particular place that you play league out of right now?
Emerald's Billiards, I think.
Oh, so you're playing with Oscar Ruiz as well?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Nice to see a couple of fantastic shooters coming out of the same place. I hear Emerald's is basically the only place in that area that the kids can go into. Is that correct, Cindy?
Yes, this is the only place in South Louisiana. We have kids that drive from Lake Charles to come play in the junior league.
Do you feel like there's not enough places for these kids to go? I mean, Bryce is getting a little older, so he won't have that problem for very long. But some of these kids that were, when Bryce got started, when they were 12, did you have a hard time finding him competition, you know, outside the home?
There was none. There's no place for these kids to play pool.
Yeah.
If you don't have a pool table at home, there's no place. And I've been shooting APA pool for about 10 years, and I've always loved the game.
Uh-oh.
And there's just no place for the kids to go.
Right. I don't want to interrupt you, but I have a surprise for Bryce. Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
This is the NikonKid, Nick DeLeon. Go ahead, Nick. Take it away.
Exciting.
I hear you play a lot of pool.
I do.
Best game or favorite game?
9-ball.
Okay. Are you do you like 10-ball at all?
I've heard of it. I haven't really played it myself, but
Do you play mostly 10? Or do you play mostly big table or bar table?
bar table and sometimes big table.
Okay, so most of the events where you're at, so where are you from?
New Iberia.
Louisiana.
He's from Louisiana, sir.
Okay, I don't know if I've been out there, but I know that when Shane was talking on his last podcast that like 80% of the U.S. is bar tables, and not that we dislike them at all, but it's just that when it comes to play-wise, the bigger table is the tougher game. I mean, people could say back and forth of like bar table is because of all the clusters, but when it comes like time for preparing for Moscone Cup and everything, it's like that big table is like the main source.
Because once you get down to the last balls, there's nothing on the table.
Yeah,
it's all long shots.
Yeah, everything's really open and everything. But how long have you been playing?
For about 5 years.
Okay. Do you play a lot of tournaments, leagues? What do you do?
A couple of tournaments, junior tournaments, like what is it? To go to
the junior distributors
tournaments.
Okay. So mostly bars out there, or actually pool halls?
Would Emeralds be considered a bar? Or?
It's
the only venue they have right now coming out of Louisiana, Nick, in that area is Emeralds. Unfortunately, this is the reason why I started this whole thing. These kids have nowhere to play. So we're hoping that sponsors will see these videos and see you coming on this video with us and say, let's try to help these juniors out. That area has one pool room in the whole area, Nick, that these kids can compete out of.
Yeah.
And we have 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 8 pool tables they can play on.
And I think there's 50 kids in the league.
About 50 kids
50
in the
to
league.
60.
And they start at like 1:00 in the afternoon. It's like from 1 to 4.
Oh, okay.
You see the crunch.
All these kids have to play on between 7 and 17.
Yeah.
So all of these kids have to play within that 3-4 hour time period.
All about your same age, or are they younger, older?
They're different ages.
All from 7 years old to 17.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, wow. So you're right on that cusp of like.
Yeah.
He's about to be Eric Roberts. He's going to get pushed out into the big leagues.
Okay. Man, just have fun. I mean, don't put that much pressure on yourself, but always put in work. The work will always outshine what you're doing. If the same people are winning, it's for a reason, because they're doing something that nobody else is not. Like, for instance, Fedor, like, he's probably one of the top 3 players in the jumping aspect with the jump cue, right? Or even full cue. And I don't know if you've seen any of his interviews with us or with anybody else, but he said that all he did for 2 months was jump balls. And that's why he's so good at it. It's not like he just happened to, don't get me wrong, natural talents there because of what he's been doing, but he put in that work to become that, like, to execute that club in their bag. It's almost like golf, right? You need that putter. You need that jump cue, even though that's part of our game. But the kicking also is another aspect that you have to do as well. So I don't know if you have any kicking systems or you have problems jumping, but you can contact me anytime on my social media on NikonKid on my fan page. And I have no problem helping you out or giving you drills to do or whatnot, because if it wasn't for everybody else doing it for me and communicating with me and getting where I'm at today, I wouldn't be here today, So it's not like a push, but it's just there's a lot of work to put in to become a really, really great player. So
great.
Bryce, I have a couple of questions for you, sir, and Nick can help me out on some of these. Do you have a favorite professional player?
Venom and Efren Reyes.
Efren Reyes. Nick, do you have an Efren Reyes story for Bryce?
Unfortunately, I do not.
But you do have a Roberto Gomez story.
Yeah. I mean, those Filipinos, man, it's so. I don't know if you follow Alex Pagulayan online on his Facebook.
He's not really into Facebook, Nick.
Okay, well, you should. I'm not saying that you need to get deaf into it, but even YouTube, Alex Pagulayan opened a YouTube page and a Facebook page, and it's like Alex Pagulayan Pro Player or something like that, and he's out in the Philippines right now, and he's playing people that are your age, 21, 22 in that ballpark, and they're beating him. And it's really just a totally different world when you go from the U.S. to overseas, is because their government supports it. It's almost like football and basketball out here, for example. Like, it's not where all the money is, but with their government,
it definitely has to support.
Yes. And it's, I mean, like, for instance, Niels just won that world overseas, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's from Germany. So what he does is, what I understand is that Germany now pays for a year of his events, his flights, his hotels, his entry fees. Like, their government, like, supports it 110%. And it's different out here. Like, we have to make sacrifices, right? It's like, you wanna play pool, or you want to go tennis, or you want to go, basketball or football. Like, it's so hard to separate. And but when you choose something, like how I feel is that when you fall in love with something and you're so passionate about something, just go with it, and eventually everything will line up for you. It'll take time, but you're young enough. I mean, I'm 30. I'm 39. I just turned 39, and
like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and I'm living like the real life. Like, a year ago, I was waking up my wife, and I was watching the World Pool Masters on TV in the morning, and she's like, "You're waking me up at 5 a.m." And then now, like, I got to go play in the Worlds, and it's just it's so surreal and, like, just so emotional at the same time. But when you get there, you get there. Like, you just have to put in that work and then be open. So, like, everybody's, like, watching you when you don't think anybody's watching you. The people that you shake hands with, people that you introduce yourself with, you don't know who they are. You don't know what contacts they may have or anything. So if you're a shy individual, like I was before I kind of, like,
before he met me.
I've always, like, I mean, when I was young, like your age, like 17, 18, 19, I was really kind of to myself and, like, to my own little group of, like, friends and people I played pool with. And then finally, a couple of people talked to me, and I opened up more, and I started communicating with more people. And then doors started opening, and people started helping, and people were even reaching out to me to help me without me even asking. So it's just coming down to keeping your head on your right shoulders and not deviating, and just being open to introducing or even talking to anybody that's out there.
Yeah.
So just another aspect of it where I have learned from where you were to where I am now.
Awesome.
So let's get this interview moseying on along, Mr. DeLeon, because I want you and Bryce to have a little challenge matches on your tables, sir.
That might be possible. We'll see what I can come up with. Video-wise, I'm on my laptop, so I could connect to my phone, but it might be a little difficult. So
we'll figure it out. You know, I'm always throwing you those little boomerangs, Nick. This is what I do. Okay, Bryce, what has been your biggest accomplishment to date when it comes to pool, sir?
I think when I first learned how to masse, just from watching a simple trick shot video.
This kid can watch something on a video, Nick, and literally reproduce it on the table. He is
that's great.
talented.
That's great. It takes time, too. It takes time to figure it out because you don't know what angle, you don't know how high you need to be.
Right.
Or, I mean, just like jumping, for instance. Like, it's another art, just like kicking, just like massing. Like, it's just a totally different aspect of your game that you have to master.
Yeah.
Bryce, what has been
out shopping, and I came back, and he said, "Mom, look what I learned how to do."
Oh my gosh!
Isn't
it awesome?
Like, what?
No, it's great because like when you're so driven to learn that stuff and like go on YouTube and watch videos and all that good stuff, like it's like, man, back then like there was no YouTube to watch videos. Like
Yeah.
you were just going to the pool hall constantly and watching people play. So it's like I feel like it's like an advantage for you guys or for all the young players that are coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is one tournament you would like to attend and why?
Or is it double robin or something?
Like a round robin type of
Yeah.
event? Okay.
But I don't have much experience with any kind of tournaments other than
Right.
the junior.
They're so limited in your area. I completely understand. And I know Mom has a full-time job, so it's kind of hard to get to some of these events. Let's
You have
see.
Fargo out there as well?
Hmm?
Are you is there Fargo out there for your
Do
tournament?
you have a Fargo rating,
All
Bryce?
we have is APA
Yeah, all we
for
have
the
is-
juniors. I
What
don't
is
know
your
what that
APA?
translates to.
What's your APA ranking, Bryce, right now?
About a 3 sometimes, if on a good day, a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically,
Which we
you're
are.
really more into the trick shots and not necessarily just the grind.
Yeah.
You enjoy the flair of the trick shots. We'll see what we can do about getting you some information out that way. Nick, do you have any connections?
about-
Please send it.
Yeah, we might be able to reach out to
Do you have Florian on your Facebook, Nick?
I don't know if I have him on my Facebook, but I have some connections I might be able
Molina
to.
Mike.
Yeah, no, Molina Mike, no, that guy, no. But he's sponsored by Q-Tech just like I am, so I might be able to pull some strings and see what we can figure out here in the next before I leave for Europe or after I get back.
I think this kid would appreciate that, sir.
I would.
Let's see. After high school, Bryce, do you intend on furthering your education?
Yeah, I plan to go on to Louisiana Tech for I'm thinking industrial engineering.
Okay,
Very
awesome.
nice. Very nice. I have too. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos. I always give my kids props. I've got 2 computer engineers in the house. So, anything that's furthering your education so that you're not dependent on one field is always a plus. Pool is iffy. You can ask Nick. It's a grind, and he's gone a lot. You can ask his wife.
Yes.
He's gone a lot.
I am gone a lot.
So, but I look forward to seeing that degree. Mom, make sure you call me and let me know when that graduation is.
Yeah, that is more important for sure.
Have your grades ever suffered from your training at all? No. Mom, you agree with that?
Oh yeah, he's on his books. Got to keep that straight A's going.
Absolutely. Mom, have you noticed his handling the pressures of being in these pool tournaments against these grown-ups? Have you noticed it? Does it affect him physically or emotionally at all when he was younger versus now that he's 17? Have you noticed a difference over the years with
Absolutely
him?
not. He'll, even when he first started as a 2, 3, it doesn't matter. He's played against 7s and he'll tell them, I don't care what your rank is. Come on.
Good.
That's the mindset to be in.
Right.
He's always been like that. And
Yeah.
and let me tell you, he'll sit there and rack the balls and play all day.
As long as you're having fun. That's Nick's motto. As long as you're
Yeah.
having fun. If you're not having fun, why are you there?
Exactly.
You have to. You once you start putting all that pressure on you, then like things unfold and it's not good. You just
Starts being
go out,
fun.
you have fun,
Starts becoming a chore.
everything just comes together.
Right. Do you currently have a practice regime, or are you just out there? I don't even know how you would practice with trick shots. I mean, I'm not really that familiar with what you would need to do to warm up for something like that. Do you just get up there and practice certain shots that you love, that you've seen?
Yeah, certain shots you just place the balls and you go at it again and again and again until you get to consistency that you'd like it to be. And then sometimes I'll just shoot a game of 9-ball just to see how I can apply it.
Awesome. So do you feel like your love of the trick shot game has helped you with certain angles and certain shots on the table in a 9-ball game match or a 10-ball or 8-ball match? Do you feel like it's helping your game?
Yes,
Okay.
because you have some of those unique shots that fall outside the standard that I almost easily do.
Right. How many hours a week do you spend on practice right now?
Maybe an hour every 2 weeks or so. But
Okay. All right. Do you have any other hobbies besides billiards?
not really. Or it's mostly this, playing games, or maybe going to see one of my friends.
Okay. Sounds like a typical 17-year-old to me.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the junior players are getting the support that they need out of us, like the media, the tournaments, the tournament directors, the venues? Are they giving you guys the support that you think that they need? I mean, you're about to get out of the junior leagues. You're going to end up being in, just a regular adult APA. You would be our go-to guy. Do you feel like we're doing enough for you guys?
In terms of media, I'd say it could be better, but it's I get it. Everyone wants to see, the best player, the best player.
Right.
They don't want to just see, some little kid play here and there and throw out some terrible shots.
Right. But in order to learn, you got to get out there.
You got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you could fast forward 10 years, where do you see yourself, Bryce?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Well, that's not a bad thing. I like the honesty, Nick. I've always loved the honesty. The kids are the most honest people on the planet. I like the honesty. What advice, say a child, an 11-year-old walked up to you, Bryce, and with his pool cue, and he says, "My mom bought me this." What would be your advice to that child about pool in general? It doesn't matter what game it is.
Just walk around the table and look at the different shots that you have. Look at it from every angle, because if you look at it from one side of the pool table, you may not see a shot.
Okay. What about mentally? Do you have any advice on how to deal with the pressures of pool for a child?
All I can say is just don't care.
Give it your all. Don't sweat the small stuff. I got you.
Yeah.
If you could say Nick and I, somebody donated us a bunch of money and said, put on the best kids event possible, what would you like to see us do with that money?
Probably see some of the kids get better cues, better than just some crappy little cue
Right.
that they bought for $20. Something that could actually play with and be good.
Fantastic. That's good answers. Bryce, do you feel up to getting on the table and showing us what you got? We'd love to see some of your trick shots. Yeah. And then Nick's here, so if you have any problems with any shot, that's what he's here for.
I can help out. I can try to help out. I don't do so much trick shots.
Yeah.
So Bryce is going to mosey over there. So Nick, if you want to set up your camera while he's setting up his, I can roll his promo video again while you do that.
Yeah.
I think I can see if you move to one side, it looks fine.
Yeah, but it's just not close.
Right. Or maybe you can coach him from there, you think?
Yeah, I might be able to.
Okay.
No, I'm good. Take all that off of there. Just put it on the floor.
I had a video of him. His mom had sent me of him jumping balls and things and trying to make it masse back. It was really cool to watch.
He beats me 9 times out of 10, and most of the time it's only because he either scratches on the last ball or makes a mistake. That's normally, now this is a bar box, but the pockets are triple shimmed.
All right, fantastic. Now, Bryce, do you have a particular shot that you're having problems with that Nick could help you with? If you could explain that before you start doing your trick shots.
Yeah. All right. I guess sometimes when I like try and go to draw back a ball, it doesn't go far enough or the right speed that I'd like.
Wherever you're aiming, like if you're aiming down at the point, my wife has a little problem with this. Is when let's see. So whenever I'm hitting, right, I'm aiming like the max English to draw, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes when she does, what she'll do, she'll be down here on her last stroke. She'll come up and go through the ball, so it won't give that big enough stroke that you need. So if you aim a little lower, but you kind of dive through that cue ball and stay at that point, then you'll start getting used to the your motion and everything. But you just have to be consistent on your motion and whatever. If you fire on 3 or if you fire on 4, keep that slow motion, but make sure you dive through that ball where you're at.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, do you want to show us one of your trick shots, Bryce? I'm so excited. I haven't seen trick shots in forever, Nick.
I haven't either. Like, I mean, I watch a lot of Florin, but he's just absolutely insane with it.
Absolutely. And to have a kid mimicking it is phenomenal.
I've been worried about finals, so I haven't really practiced my massays, but.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He got a special cue for Christmas of one of those Venom cues for this particular thing.
Where is that?
Right there. But let's see if that one helps. I find it helps more with jumping.
It's amazing this young man has taught himself all of this, Nick. It's
that's great.
It's very inventive.
Yeah, just imagine, if he actually had a coach and whatnot,
right.
How much he could do.
What do you think he's doing wrong, Nick?
I mean,
it's hard to see from here.
Yeah, maybe sticking with the same motion and every time. And then maybe you're putting too much, you're going too far out or not enough. Because that first one went right around that first ball.
It did. Okay.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's what I don't like about the hard tips. Is that balls can be so long.
Nick, does it matter what kind of tip you have on the cue for some of these?
No, I mean, not necessarily. Everybody's different. Everybody goes from hard to medium to soft. Everybody has their preference. Shaft size, on the weight of their cue. Yeah. Like, remember, if you hit it softer, it's gonna grab more of the masse. If you hit it hard, it's gonna fire first before it grabs.
Maybe lighten up on it a little bit, Bryce.
Yeah.
Coach DeLeon. Nick, are you coming to get your bunnies?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of them.
You have to hit it hard, but
no, it's very difficult.
There. I mean, you had to pick the hardest thing on the planet to try to show me.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy watching all of Venom's videos, and I know you're well on your way to getting there. Do you have any other questions for Nick while I have him available? And he'll make sure he reaches out to you through me if he has to, and we'll make sure that you get a telephone number where you can text Nick if you have any issues or if you have any questions. Maybe he can send you a small video on any of those lessons that you might need on that masse. Maybe Nick, maybe you can shoot a short video.
I'm not one of those where I full on put my cue up in there and masse. It's more like if I need to get around a ball or something.
Right.
Raise it up a tiny bit, yeah.
So it's a little different. But like I said, I'll reach out to Q-Tech and see what they can do about getting Florin, and we can see what we can do about us doing a whole group chat or whatever, if he's down with it, or if he's, I don't know how his plans are with where he goes for events and trick shots and all that stuff. So
yeah,
and maybe he'll be able to exactly tell you what you're doing wrong there. I mean, I can't see all that well, and I've never been able to masse myself. I mean, I've been told several times, how, but it's never been my thing. Do you have any those trick jump shots that you do really well, Bryce?
I can jump, but I haven't practiced jumping consistently.
Nick, do you have any suggestions on the jump shot?
It's all about getting used to your jump cue because every jump cue is different other than if you have carbon fiber. So it's all about your angle and it's all about your wrist. It's not about you forcing it. It's all about your wrist. Correct. Okay. And it doesn't matter really how high. If the ball's closer, you want to be higher up. If the ball's further away, then you want to be a little lower because the ball's going to go further. So
do you have your cue handy so you can show him how to hold the cue while you're doing that? That might help him a little bit too. Utilize Nick while we have him, Bryce. Ask him every question under the sun. He's been on vacation for almost a month. Can you see kind of okay where Nick is? Okay.
Yeah, can you? I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. We might be able to do a little different here. So give me a second.
Now, Nick got this amazing new racing table that he is just in love with. So he also has the regulation table, and he also has a 7-foot diamond for his wife. They both play. Nick's very knowledgeable about the game. So like I said, if you can utilize Nick at any moment, just please don't hesitate to contact one of us, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay, so we're going to go off of...
Here you go. Can you see really well, Bryce?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, it's not... let's see.
Just don't hit the
the walls of the camera.
Right? Party fouls.
Let's do from this way. Can you guys? How far can you guys?
Yeah.
See far?
Yeah. You're good.
Okay.
We just need to be able to see where you're hitting that ball, Nick.
Okay.
So you might want to do it from this side. That way he can see exactly where you're hitting that ball.
Okay, let's do this. I'm trying to get the right camera angle.
Yeah.
So for here, with mine, I have the propel, of course, right? So we have a back piece that we take off. So anything that's closer, I'm taking off the back piece, and then I'm not holding it in the far back. I'm actually choking up because I'm only using my first 3 fingers, my thumb and my first 2 fingers. I know it's really hard to see, but I'm barely touching this ball to get over it. But I'm using all wrist.
Yeah.
So,
it's just about jabbing at it.
Correct. Yeah, and I'm not digging into it. It's so hard to see because I can't put you in the right spot to see. Maybe this will be better.
Well, now we can't see the ball at all.
You see jump up.
Can't see anything now.
But I'm showing them. I want to show them.
Oh, your wrist and your angle. Got you.
Yeah. So where can I get?
A little further to.
There we go. Okay. Maybe this might help.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
See the difference? Like I'm not all the way back here.
Yeah.
I'm choked up on it. So whenever the ball's close, that's what I'm doing. I'm choking up close. And if the ball's closer, then I'm higher up, elevated, and I'm barely hitting it because I'm using my first 3 fingers to get over it.
Does that help any, Bryce?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm farther apart, like this.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put my back piece on and
hold it further back.
I'm not going to
get more of a distance on it.
I guarantee you, Mom, by the end of this video, he'll know how to do this.
But you just have to remember. You just have to remember
that it on the table without even thinking about it, and I'm like, "What did you just do?"
Yeah, it's all wrist to get over the ball.
Well, I mean, he's been put on the spot too, Mom. I mean, this is a lot of pressure. Well, thank you, Nick. That was awesome. We appreciate that. Is there anything else that you're having difficulties with, Bryce, that you would like Nick to talk to you about, or you think you're good for tonight?
I think I'm good.
Well, you're a fantastic kid, and I look forward to seeing you out on the at some of these venues with these other kids, because with every child that we bring on here, that gives them another avenue to find out what their dreams are and what they're wanting to accomplish. So we appreciate you coming on, and I look forward to seeing you at some of these events. Mom, he's a fantastic kid. You've done an amazing job, and thank you so much for giving us this time tonight.
Yeah, have fun. Like I said, just keep working at it, and not to push social media, but man, that's exactly where it's at when you need to follow certain players and communicate with those players. So not that you have to be on it all the time, but like have that resource, you know?
Yeah,
so you have it. Like, even if your mom has to control it, or I know that there's, you know, other ways that you could do Facebook too, but I'm just saying, like, it's a huge thing when it comes to social media, and use it while you can, you know? So, I mean, you never know. You can have Florian on your Facebook, and he just ask him and send him a video, and he could be able to respond to you, you know? So you just never know without having it.
But if you need any help, you just let us know. Reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you. Mom has social media. She can probably sign up for some of these billiard things that are going on, and then you don't have to get in the middle of all of it. I really don't blame you. Some days I want to just turn mine off. No offense, Nick.
Well, I follow all of this, so I can, if he doesn't want to, I can show him all of this anyway.
All right. See, it's a team effort. Well, again,
I was watching Alex with all the chickens running around him while they were shooting pool.
He had a whole farm.
How do you do that?
Nick has a puppy that follows him around everywhere when he plays.
Oh, yes, yes. Like, I'm in here playing, like right now.
Yep.
Yeah, she's.
You got one too, don't you?
Yes.
She's here with me every time I'm playing.
Well, again, go ahead.
Thank you so much for showing us this, for showing him this. I mean, it's all about the kids.
Yep.
It is. It's about the kids, and you know, we need the kids. If we don't have the kids, our billiard industry is done. We have to have the kids play, and we have to support them in whatever they want to do. And the fact that you just get up there and you do your best, that's commendable. I don't care what Fargo rating you are or what APA rating you are. It takes guts to get up there against grown people and do what you do. So thank you so much for putting in the time and keep moving forward. Always.
Yeah, keep pushing.
Yep.
Keep pushing.
Well, is there any questions you guys have for me or Nick before we run off?
Nope.
All right, Bryce. Again, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And the next time I'm down in Louisiana, I'll make sure I give Mom a call, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We want to see you.
Yep.
And Nick's going to see what he can do about getting in touch with Florian for you, and maybe we can do this again.
Awesome.
We'll cross our fingers.
Thank you for showing up, Nick.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
That was a surprise. I didn't expect you.
Hey, no problem at all.
I'm sneaky. I'm very
smart, Tracy.
Well, I needed Nick to get to work.
Since he's been on vacation for so long.
He's been on vacation. He's been at work for a month. Anyway,
well,
you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck, Nick. Absolutely. Nick's heading off to, where are you heading next, Nick?
The UK Open.
So you guys.
Europe. Yeah,
he's going to be putting stuff up on social media, Mom. So if you'll follow NikonKid on social media,
I sure will.
He's got some fantastic giveaways. He does raffles as well. You can win a lot of stuff. So, you know, just keep an eye out. Nick's always on the move, and he's always doing something, just like myself.
Yes, always doing something.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for doing this, and I will get in contact with you later about some other things, and we'll see about that Florian thing for you, Bryce.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, nice meeting you. Keep up the good work.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you guys, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to pull you out, and I'll contact you, Mom, shortly.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Nick, he's such a phenomenal kid, and you can see on his face the love that he has for trick shot billiards in general. I honestly believe he could probably play some three cushion.
That's awesome. No, it's really good. Like, I mean, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time when it comes to the trick shots. I mean, we all know, how many trick shots people there's been in the pool, the world, ever since, they've been doing them. So it's just
Right.
learning and being creative and doing what else it works for everybody else. Like what's different, what's not. So.
And I'm glad you got the opportunity to be on the show with me, bringing on these kids. It lit a fire under me. I got bored while you were gone, and I was like, I love these kids. They're so cute. And I contacted one, and it just kind of blew up from there.
No, that's great. I mean, just keep on coming,
Right. So if you guys are out there watching and you have a young gun that plays really sporty, or you have a kid that just loves to play pool, contact myself or Nick DeLeon, and we'll try to get you guys on the show. Nick normally does our regular billiard talk, but it's been a minute since Nick's been on, and I just thought that him and Bryce would get along really, really well. And sometimes we need a mentor, and you couldn't ask for a better mentor than Nick DeLeon. He's a fantastic man, and we appreciate everything that you do, Nick, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate everything you guys do for me to make this all happen. So.
Well, I'm going to sign out. Nick's got he's got some practice to do since he's heading over to the UK Open again. And we'll be live tomorrow night. Myself, Nick DeLeon, and two amazing kids are coming on, and they're wanting to know who won that contest, Nick.
Awesome.
They are really wanting to know. So we'll make sure we have two of those kids on tomorrow night. So you guys stay tuned. We've got a lot going on at Inside Pool Magazine.
Awesome.
Thanks, Nick. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Like I said, this is something that I've been very passionate about. So I appreciate you guys tuning in with us every week and making sure that these kids are getting the support that they need, not only from the professional pool players, but from the fans as well. It takes a village to raise a child, and it also takes a village to raise a pool player, obviously. We need to make sure we're supporting these kids every chance that we get. So if there's a sponsor out there looking for a child to pick up, please contact myself or Nick DeLeon or Autumn Grusella here at Inside Pool Magazine, and we'll get you in contact with any of those kids that you see that might fit well with your organization or your apparel line. Like I said, we're giving back as much as we possibly can, and we thank you and the fans, the pool players, and the kids for coming on. This week we were being sponsored by Team Pure Breed. So if you guys are looking for some fantastic apparel, it'll be teampurebreed.shop. I'm going to run his promo video one more time. This was Bryce Frawley, and he's one amazing kid. You guys make sure you keep an eye out because you might see this kid on a tour stop one of these days. This is Bryce.